Doing this video twice, gonna do it real quick. Play tic-tac-toe with my friend. In some games we were able to connect all the X's. In some games I won with all the O's. In other games there was a blank and void. Now remember, I'm just building pieces and parts. I'm not doing anything to say, okay, this is how we get to the moon, this is how we get to the sun. No, I'm just showing you pieces and parts right now. And in that, we end up with this design over here, right? You can see this design over here. Here's the top square, here's the bottom square. So before anything constantly repeats, here's the top. It takes four boards to create this area, right? In the four boards, that's 36 numbers. In the 36 numbers, there's eight that go around the one here that connects this total area over here. Then there's an area over here, and then there's a total area over here, all going around this area. But this area, one part of the total of 9, leaving 8 left over. Okay, 1, 8, total of 9, where the 5 position is over here. Okay, do you follow what I'm saying? All I'm building is pieces and parts right now. Pieces and parts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this black line. Did you see the black line that I drew? It's very hard to see. I'm not very happy that it's that hard to see. I'm going to try and make it a little bit bigger. Can we see it? I'm going to do it again. Okay, in fact, it's so hard to see. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill in the spaces. Okay, I'm going to fill in the spaces that make up the corners. Now, is it for the deck of cards? Is it a cube? Here's the corners. Okay, can I just see if I have that on here properly? This is 4 areas. These 4 areas have nothing to do. I'm going to show you 4 more areas. Okay. This is just building. All I'm doing is building right now. Remember, that's all I'm doing. I'm one person. Eventually, we can build some sort of internet piece to create this. You notice the way we have 2 here, and these are joining from 2 separate boards. There's a 9 board here. There's a 9 board here. Now I'm going to take this black, right, and I'm going to change it for red, and this red, and this yellow. Whoop! Oh, I happen to hold on a second. And this yellow, and this blue, and this purple are 4 different houses. It took 4 different boards, 36 different squares, okay? And all we did is connect one part of it. Now, in order for this, okay, to be real, I need to make it this big. I need to have one here. I need to flip one here. I need to flip another one here. I need to flip it down here until this one is all surrounded. Now we're no longer in a prime situation. Now we make all the houses the same. If we were to send memory, if we were to send film, if that film would get lost, this would get lost, everything would get lost. A communication center, the fish have to go somewhere, the ocean and the stream. We don't want any dams. We don't want any blockages. Okay, so hold on a second. Okay, so we did that part of the video. Now I'm going to get on to a few other pieces of the video. And one of those pieces is the simple banana. We have one primary source in junction to have this many bananas. And if you notice that we have these 2 separated by these 2 on the other side of the street. We just couldn't put them together. So this is just, I'm not sure what we're going to use this for, but usage of area space. Another thing I spoke about in the video is God, it's so much in my head. Whew. So much in my head. Letters, single letters that are whole words. Okay, I forget about the word can, right? I can be, I can see. Are you? The letter Z, right? You can actually use it as, like instead of saying the optimist, you would go the optimist, right? I've seen it done before. The optimist. The way Spanish letters are said, like the A is A, and the E is E, and the I is like E, and you need more than one E to go E, and the O is like O, like OH, AH, EH, OH, and the U is OO, and OO with U means where, and when you put two O's together to get that sound, that's an 8. The J sounds like an H, the H is silent, but you say it as aché, aché. In French, you say it as ash, okay? The G sounds like an H in Spanish. What's funny in Spanish is sermono. It means she's cute, but it also means monkey. Mono means monkey. I wanted to talk about something that was prime. You can take prime and say, well, 2 is prime. Well, then 2 cannot stand alone. You would have to go a minimum of 4, but 4 is not good enough because it's 1 times 4 and it's 2 times 2, so it's not enough. You need more. You can't use 1 because 1 is the center. So automatically 2 to the power of 2 is 4, but it's all by itself. So you need 2 to the power of 3, and now you have 1 in the center, creating the pound key. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Well, if I do this and this, is because I have a line below and a line above. If I do this and this way or this way, the difference is that angle. The N or the Z. The N is the 14th letter. The Z is the 26th letter. 10 and 20 is everything. It's just 10 and 20. But nothing begins, really, until 50. Because it's 10 that sits in the middle of 40 to create the 50. It's 4 times 20 that will create the 80. And it's not me. It's language that has told me. In French, they'll say 4 times 20. When they say 60, they go 60, also meaning soft. When they go 70, they say 60 and 10, meaning so 60 is not alone. When they go 70, it's 60 and 10. Automatically after that, it's 80, and that's 4 times 20. And when you get to 90, it's 4 times 20 and 10. 60 is with the 10 and 70, okay? It's 4 times 20 to create 80, but 90 you have 80, 4 times 20, 4, 2, and 10, 4, 2, and 1. I like to call it the bad cat. It seems like we're carrying the bad cat with us all the time. Another thing I wanted to speak about is the distance between the Earth and the Moon is 384,400. Let's just say 384,000, or 384 is a Hebrew leap year, or 8 times 8 times 6, or whichever way you want to go. Another thing I like to do with it, right, is I always like to divide my numbers by 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 4, 2, 3, and 4. The reverse of these, okay, to get to the 1 dot center is 2, 3, and 4 is 8, 7, and 6. Remember the 8, 7, and 6 card that are all the same? 8 to the 2 gives me the moon. 7 gives me the cube and into the red sun. 4 gives me the 6, and it's a crossover between Saturn and Mars, which is changed in low shu to Earth and Uranus. 252,000 miles, 384,000 kilometers. 252 is the gateway in Earth to the connecting heavens. 88. Purple sky. Purple is created. Why? Because purple is 88. See the W corners? Tic-tac-toe. Obligations. This is only like this because I'm using 4. If I was using 3, I would have to separate this, and I'm going to show you somewhere else. Okay? Here is distance, Earth, Moon. Okay. 128 times 3 is 384,000. 128, 400 is the remainder. 20 times 20. 128 is a way to get into that moon. 96, 100. Somehow it's like a steeple to get myself in. Ways of linking: 44 area space, 80 communication, 30 creation. Creation, communication, area space. In the sun, and Pluto is one of those things, right? I like to always use 1, 4, and 7. Just like they use it for the months. Just like they use it for the years. 1, 4, and 7. 3 years. 1 year and 3 years. Because we put the leap year in between. 3 and 1 is that 4. And 1 is the one that's in between 1, 4, and 7 for the 4 seasons. For the 7 months of 31 days. For the 3 months. For the 4 months, sorry, of 30 days. And the 1 month of 28 days. Or 29 of the 1 year. We have another shape, which is Z and 7. Right over here, 2 different sides. We go down this way, we go over this way, and this way it's like a drive. You know, you're driving, right? Turn the corner, and here's your 44 connected by your 77, if you want to look at it that way. In the dollar sign, we separate this, right? Stop sign shows me that we have that 1, 2, 3 number, that odd number over here. Well, I shouldn't have done it that way, right? I shouldn't have done it that way. This way shows me an in-between. See the way I used 1, 2, 3, 4 squares, 4 by 4? Here, I use 3 by 3. I just passed it to show you the linkage. And you can go into games also. In roulette, they use series of 12 numbers, in where the third set of numbers, the fourth set of numbers is what links the next set of numbers. The same thing as the seasons, the same thing as the years and the leap year, etc., etc. Do you follow what I'm saying? We've done the reverse alphabet already, where Z is now 18 and where A is 18, where B and Y is 27, passage into the red sun, where L, I don't even want to use L. I don't want to use L. I don't want to use her. I showed you the different ways. Look, when 2 O's come together, I get an 8. When 2 X's come together, right, I don't have that 8. I do have an hourglass 8, and it would be finished and composed and connected between 2 sides. I need 3 levels to get that configuration 8, unless you have this 8. You see the 2 X's, what it does? It creates an 8 this way. But the 2 O's create the X in between, divided by a line. What does that mean? We have to sit down. I've just been boggling my head. Sometimes I write on and I can figure it out. I think and I know which situation we're going to use it in. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes just like to use DHSH for she, SC. You really don't use SD together. When you use a C, you can put an H. When you use a C, you can put an R. What consonants can you put after certain letters? Here's a love, here's a pad, here's an ear, here's a I, monde. This one can also be used for owns as an electric. Diamond, heart, spade, and club. Do you notice that when you're first, you use ST, but when you're last, you also use ST. So it's FIR, okay, which is 2733. FIR is 33, and last is 13, LA. ST comes together as 39, 9 times 3, 27, the red sun, and in the red sun she comes. L, 9 plus 3, the total is 39. Earth and Pluto, bringing us into the numeric value for Saturn and connecting our number system and energies together. 39 is 18 and 21. When you count numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 18 and 21. Link those together. 16 and 19, tie them up. 17 and 20, tie them up. They're all opposites of each other. I have A I have a soft A, I have a hard A, I got a hard A, I got hard boiled eggs. I've got two B's, I have a baby, I have B plus, I have B minus, I have C plus, I have C minus. I have D. Do I have an E in school, or do I have an F for fail? Is an E a fail? The letters we get in school games and expressions. Time on the clock. Another thing I wanted to talk about is time on the clock. You go all around the clock, right? And you have 12 numbers. And you take the center here, and 9 is across from 15. When 9 is across from 15, 9 hours, and across from the 15 minutes, 9 times 60 minutes is 540, plus the 15 minutes is 555. 10 is now opposite of the 20, so you'll have 620 minutes. 11 is opposite of the 25, you'll have 685. 12 is opposite of the 6, you'll have 720, and the 30 minutes, you'll have 750, and that's your moon time. The 1 is opposite from the 35, so you'll have 60 and 35, 95. You might get to Neptune, unless we want to work it the other way. We'll say the 7 o'clock is now opposite from the 5 minutes. Did you follow what I'm saying? So if 7 o'clock is 420, plus the 5 minutes equals to the E world, we'll have 420, and the E world will have the cat connection at the 7th gate, or the 7th hour of the 5th minute. We can go to 8 o'clock and use that as the 40th minute, and the complete opposite of the 8 o'clock is going to be the 10 minute. The 8 and the 10, JH, Jack Heaven, Jack of Hearts. We can also have 480. 4 is half of 8, or 40 and 80, communication. Communication in an area space, right? You need actually 2 dots and 2 dots, and then 2 more dots. So you need a total of 6 dots. But don't count the dots in the center, right? Not always. You see, when it's a cube, depending whether it's a rectangle or not, right? Here's the card. This area that joins, that's your actual connecting cube, right? Where the 1 would go in the 9. But this is a half cube. This 6 is actually a 4 with 2 that divide the 4 on the outside, because the maximum is only the 4 we need. It's not the 6. The 1 is the opposite of the 6, and that's the only cube where you can see all 6, 7 dots are in different areas. Every other one is 5. So you would have 34 total in the cube. I think that's all I want to do right now. I worked on that piece at the beginning of the video. I do desperately like, I don't know which words to use, but I really like that design of the towers, right? These are my towers. She's talking to you, baby. Anyways, I've been really behind. I've been doing other things other than just working on the project. There's colors that go with numbers. The speed of light. The speed of light. The distance, the speed of light, and how much time does it take for the speed of light to go a certain distance. And the speed of sound. Letters that create, numbers that create letters inside, connecting a letter and spinning a letter all the way around another letter, what it does. There's just so many things to do. Raphael, 7286, and a constellation of Pegasus. Blessed be it all, blessed be us all. In this world of communication, I want to thank you for watching this video.